Alright guys, we're back. Welcome back my fellow space cadets. It's your girl Mercury and Exotic Livy. Okay, we're not doing Roblox today. Instead, we're doing a game from Steam. As you see, I have a lot of Steam pop-ups on my screen here. Let me move this up right here. That's one of them. That's a good... I've seen the horror game. I'm scared to play it because it has really good graphics. It's in first person. I read the summary of it. I'll let you guys know about it later though, because we're playing Summer Nightmare, which looks kind of like a Yandere. Do you remember the serial murder case that continues to happen within a certain class? Unfortunately, another victim has emerged. If you guys keep having people from the same class get murdered, clearly you're not investigating it good enough. That or just get... I'm not gonna say get rid of the class, but... Do I just click? Yeah. The issue received even more attention as the victim was the only son of XX Group president. Now the third class of juniors in Cali High School is left with only one student. I don't want to hear it anymore. I didn't want to hear it anymore, so I turned it off. Can I make this like full screen? Gotta get the better quality. Our classmates have been killed one by one by an unknown killer, and I'm the only one who is left. Bitch, I would have set out of school. Fuck that. If your classmates are getting killed one by one like that, you guys are better off literally just not going to school. Or switching schools. Seriously, like, why is that not considered? He said I still have to go to school. Even if no one is left. Bitch, you better change schools. The hell you mean? My father, according to mom, he died in an unfortunate accident. Soon after my mom... Whatever. Let's stop thinking about it and go to school. See you later, mom and dad. After she what? I'm curious now. The principal thinks that I'm the murderer. Not to mention that he thinks I killed Kai. He was my childhood friend. I would never kill him. Let's be honest, the principal's just suspicious because you were close to him. And he's like, oh, that would have been an easy kill. It's like, we all know that. It's break time. The students in the hallway are giving me the looks. Could they be suspecting me too? You know that. This is why I say you should change schools. Student 1, hey, isn't that the guy who killed all of his classmates? And he had the nerve to show up to school? Scary stuff, really. Everyone's whispering to each other while staring at me. I pretended that I didn't hear anything, but I couldn't help lowering my head. Real, are you okay? Yeah. Don't listen to them. They are just saying stupid stuffs without... Stuffs? You mean stuff? Without knowing anything about you. That's normal though when you have a situation like that. They're gonna do that. He said, at least you trust me. She said, of course, I know you're not that kind of person. Lena is the only one who believes me. Lena has been my friend since childhood, so far. Suddenly a group of bullies came to me. He's the famous murderer, right? You've got some nerve to show up like that, you murderer. Did your mother teach you to be like that? Don't you dare say bad things about my mother. Alright, this bastard has no mother. Damn! Damn! See, I don't understand that. That's the thing I don't understand about schools. Like, you guys assume he's the murderer. Why would you talk to him about that? Thinking he's the murderer. Common sense would at least tell you not to do it. Because what if he kills you? That's common sense. I mean... He said, would you look at his face? At this rate, he'll kill us all, am I right? They just don't care. At this point, they don't care. My gosh. She said, guys, stop it. I know that. Why he do her like that? He's like, who's this bitch? Is she one of your hoes? Bitch. He said, hey. He said, you guys better be careful. He might stab you. Lena was flushed with anger as they were chuckling. Rio clenched his fist. Suddenly, a boy who was holding a book with an annoyed face appeared before us. He said, you guys are so noisy. He said, if you know that, can you please shut up? He said, if you have already noticed, be quiet. He said, what? He said, you don't own the hallway, so shut up. Bully, you nerd. He said, being stupid ain't something to be proud of. He's on ass. He said, cut it. He is Oscar, the teacher's pet. Messing with him might cause some trouble. Let's head back. He said, tsk. Scared of Oscar, the bullies became quiet and went back to their classroom. He must be a good guy. She said, thanks. Thanks for what? For saving us. Me? Save you guys? She's like, huh? So honestly, I came out here only because the hallway was so noisy. You guys too. Stop being noisy and get out of my way. Oscar walked away coldly from us. Damn. He isn't as nice as I thought. Kind of annoying, to be honest. So what's wrong with him? Are you okay, Lena? I should get back to class. You should go to class also. Go back to class also. Forget about what everyone says. Chin up. It's hard to do that when everyone around you is just getting bodied. Lena leaves and I'm left alone in the hallway. A lot has changed in a day. Kai, who was a close friend of mine, died and people think I killed him. It's 'cause you were close to him. They're just like, he's the killer, right? He said, it's hard to even breathe when I hear what they say about me. I broke the promise I made with Lena and left the school. But if I knew what was waiting for me, I would not have left the school. Ooh, what's happening? Alright, I left the school and arrived at the temple. This is the temple I used to come to come often with my mother. I visited here often when I got sick or something, or when something bad happened to me. I can't read today. The temple had a both heavy and bizarre atmosphere. It even feels like something is watching. I kneeled over the cushion and closed my eyes. I wish I can prove my innocence and everything falls back into place. I feel like something's changed. I'm probably just imagining it, but the temple looks more red than before. The emptiness of the temple gave me the creeps. Guess I'll go back home. It's pouring outside. Pretty sure it was sunny just then, but now it's all foggy and dark. Wait, what time is it now? It's only 2 p.m. Although it's been a while since I started walking towards the bus station, there's no one's in the street. The stores are all closed too. I felt like I came into a completely different world. I just decided to wait for the bus stop. Finally, the bus is here. But wait, I don't see the You still see the drive. No one's driving it? How could that happen? I moved backwards and quickly get off the bus. With no one inside, the bus with no one inside disappeared into an empty space. I suddenly felt the cold, so I ran home through the rain. As soon as I got home, the phone rang. It almost felt like someone new died just arrived. The ringtone felt ominous. I tried to calm down and answer the phone call. On the telephone, I could hear a robotic voice. Lena, did I just accidentally click through that shit? Damn. I rushed to the school. As soon as I hung off the phone, I was worried that something might happen to it. Please be safe. Rio, ha ha ha. I don't know who it is, but Lena is in danger. I want to find out who is threatening me. First of all, I need to go to the classroom to save her. Ooh! She said no. Where am I? My homeroom teacher standing in front of us, and Trey, the class president, standing next to him. Our classroom and the classroom president, even Kai, they were obviously all dead. But how? Okay, guys, calm down. If you all want to follow my instruction, everyone will be safe. Yeah, guys, let's all settle down and listen to what he has to say. Now, a Medusa is roaming around the school. I don't know where it came from. Anyways, when you encounter her, you should run away and don't you dare fight against it. If you make an eye contact with it, your heart rate will rise drastically. Eventually, it will explode. If something happens, come to me at once. I'll be in the office. If something happens to me, the class rep will be your leader. The HR teacher was getting out of the classroom and stopped. Alright, remember that you cannot get out of the school. I'll go run down the office to find a way to resolve this problem. Classmates, okay. The teacher took the attendance book and left the classroom. Trey opened his mouth and everyone looked at him. Trey left the classroom after he finished speaking. The rest of the class followed him. Wait, Medusa? What the hell are they talking about? How's everyone all alive? This must be all a dream. No, you got pulled into the spirit world, I want to say. That's what it seems like. I closed my eyes and tried to wake up. I realized none of this was a dream. It said something about... I had one. He said, Lena, look, I walked in, rashly shouting Lena's name, but the classroom was empty. Nobody's here. Wait, that's Lena's hairpin. I went to Lena's seat in a heartbeat. Music book? Maybe Lena's in the music room. Let's go there. I tried to get out of there, but I was pushed back into the music room by someone's big push. Oscar was the one who pushed my back. Why would he do such a thing? Oscar's face was covered with sweat. What the hell are you doing? He said, you're the one who clearly opened the door. There was a Medusa outside. Imagine a Medusa? Yeah, the Medusa's wandering around to eat everyone. Are you saying there's a Medusa outside? Your surroundings will turn red when Medusa's around. You're lucky that you're alive. Still alive. But our friends are still out there. Lena might be out there too. Oscar quickly stopped me from getting out. I tried to shake him off, but it didn't work. Now you're acting suicidal. I don't want to die with you, so calm down. But... Told you. This is the victims. 11th grade, third class Ron, Fusain, Eno, Yono. Those are the guys from our class. You should really thank me that you're still alive. This is not the time for that. You should at least thank him. Oscar, what the hell was I supposed to say? That I feel sad for those guys? Get your shit together, man. Oscar's such a mood. He's lit. I hate this mouse. I just accidentally clicked that again. He said, anyway, your girlfriend seems to be alive, so relax. Oh, they go out? Oh. He's a girlfriend. The blue-haired girl who helped you in the hallway, isn't she your girlfriend? He said, not yet. Imagine? Well, yeah, whatever. Oh, it's silent outside now. Shall we head out? Yes. If anything, go with him. Flowers were placed on some of the desks. This wasn't here before. Clearly because those are the seats of the people that died. Look closer, I found that blood was splattered on the flowers. Is this the doing of MEDUSA? Where are you going now? To look for some clues that might get us out of here. I'll go to the broadcasting room first. That's where the broadcast came from, so something must be there. Ah, what time is it? Alright. You. I have to find Lena. Do you know where she is? I don't know. If you're thinking about finding her without any information, you should just give up. Why don't you just follow me? But we will find Lena while we are looking for the clues. You're right, but, well, it's your funeral. He's a mood. He is such a mood. Fine, but help me find Lena. Or Lina. However you pronounce her name. Someone opened the door of the classroom roughly. Trey! He's alive! He's real! You're alive. What about the other guys? The others, they were caught by the MEDUSA. I barely made it alive. I should have looked after them. Trey couldn't finish his sentence and started crying. I patted him on the shoulder to comfort him. Losing his friends right before his eyes, it must have hurt him so much. Here's my thing. You guys are in school, right? It's risky. Didn't you? Never mind. I was going to ask why couldn't they leave the school, but clearly said that ahead of time during the beginning. He said, I only took a glimpse of the MEDUSA's head, and it was horrifying. Surrounded by red aura, bloody skirt, creepy hair. Just the hindsight of what he saw was enough to make him shudder. Are you okay? We have to get the hell out of here, real. Where were you heading? To the broadcasting room at the 3rd floor. We thought something might be there. Hang on. You went to the 3rd floor while being chased by that freak? Oscar stared at Trey with his eyes slightly open. Trey glanced at Oscar a bit and continued speaking. He said, I realized I was already on 3rd floor when I got there. Anyways, it will be no use when you go to the 3rd floor. Come with me to the ground floor. I gotta go to the office. Oscar, what do you think? I'm not going to the office. Rio, if you want to go, you can go alone. Besides, I think I heard a scream from downstairs. I'm gonna be honest, I trust Oscar more when it comes to survival than Trey. Trey clearly almost got his ass killed. So, Oscar, he's playing things strategically. He kind of goes based on sound, visuals, everything. He plans this shit out. He said, I'll follow the class rep. Let's go to the office to meet the teacher. You bitch! Why? Why? That made no sense. The hallway on the 1st floor seems slightly blue. It's also totally silent and empty. I wouldn't be surprised if something pops up at the end of the corridor. Oh well, leaving Oscar alone bugs me a little, but there's no other way. Don't ask me where to go. I don't know where to fucking go. We entered the office with Trey. Teacher, well, Trey. Teacher. The teacher doesn't have a name? It's just teacher. That's plain as hell. I felt relaxed when I saw the teacher's face. I see him every day, but given the occasion, I felt particularly relaxed. You see the teacher every day. How do you not know their name by now? You just call them teacher? It doesn't make sense. Like in high school, I understand you have like 5 to 8 different teachers, but seriously, it's not that hard to remember all of their names when you go to them, unless you just don't care. But teacher, I'm glad to see that you're alive. What happened to the other kids? Dead. Just say the other kids were. Of course, the broadcast was right. It relieves me that you guys are safe at least. I was waiting here in case other students needed me. Is there anything we can do to help? There must be a way to get out of here. Well, can you go find clues that will help us escape? If you come in with us. You the ringleader, right? Oscar's on the 3rd floor, but this is difficult. I would say to find Oscar, but he might not even be there anymore. He could be at the library? No idea. Let's see. I have to think. He would go based on sound. There's no one in the library. Why don't we investigate the books? There are too many books. How are we supposed to find anything from here? I would say... It's weird that there's nothing at all. Don't description pages have information about the history of the school or the faculty usually? I doubt we could get any information from there. Let's move on and go to the next classroom. That was pointless. We should have just went to find Oscar. No one here either. No Oscar. It sure is scary to come to the science lab when it's so dark. The science room filled with the smell of chemical products is so ominous. The human embodiment model of the science room looks like it's staring at us. The irregularly placed experimental tools are also unsettling. Just say everything in the room freaks you out at this point, including the smell. Wait, was there something like this in the science room? I've never seen this before. What you find, my boy? A syringe in a strange shape. We never used such a thing in the science lab. Suddenly I heard a voice from behind. Oscar? Weird, isn't it? See? We made the right choice. He wasn't in the classroom. Okay. I figured he wouldn't be. He wasn't just going to stand there all day in the classroom. That doesn't make sense. Oscar, where the hell have you been? This place wasn't a school originally. He knows the origins. What are you talking about? Tell him, Oscar. We were in the computer room. You better not walk around so loudly like that or Medusa will find us. See? We need this dude. He is the key to our survival. I was so preoccupied with finding a clue that I didn't think about the noise. He said, follow me to the computer room. I have something to show you. Follow him. We went to the computer room. We saw a girl sitting in front of the computer. She got hella spooked. It's Jane. I met her on the 3rd floor. Hi. Have you been alone the whole time? She probably has. Probably been playing games. She said, I was in the cafeteria with everyone, but the bullies took all the foods and caused a scene. I'm back, guys. Okay, this is literally the 2nd day because yesterday my setup cut out on me, so it just stopped the recording there. But we're gonna hop back into another one of Summer Nightmare, or My Summer Nightmare. So let's see. There we go. Everyone's probably still in the cafeteria. Well, let's not go there. Anyways, what's this? Trey points to the computer screen. The screen is blue. I was curious about it too, so I looked at Oscar. We were looking for ways to end this whole thing just like you guys. This is what I found here. It's documented 20 years ago. 20 years ago? It looks like a map. Yep, it's a map of this building. Seriously, who didn't know that? Trey, but it looks a little different. Of course, it's old. That's the important part. Instead of the classrooms, there were laboratories. Okay, music. Chill down a bit. So, Oscar and I were speculating that the school was a research facility before. You can even see the journals left by the researchers. A journal, 19 XXXX. Experiment number 137. Not me, but the numbers now. Was very successful. At this rate, we might be able to bring it to life as soon as the boss said we can do it. Our school was a research facility. I never knew. It's a news for us. Thanks for letting us know. Rio, let's tell this to our teacher. Just go to the HR teacher. What's the point of telling him that our school is a research facility? He probably already knows about it. Thank you, Oscar. You're right. Let's investigate a little more. Where should we go? I would say school office. I feel... it stinks. What the... What happened? It was Trey and our HR teacher who reached my toe. Trey, why is he Rio behind? I tried to look back after Oscar's words, but I was hit in the back of the head by something. Wow, I think I made the wrong choice. Yep, basically I did. So what we're gonna do is just load up that one scene. Now we know where to go. Why do we have to go to the cafeteria where everyone is, though? I thought she was gonna be there. Unless she doesn't go to large groups of people. Blah, blah, blah. We went through this. As soon as I opened the door, the lab room suddenly became quiet. What's going on here? Hi. What do you want? I thought it would be helpful to share some information. So, why don't we find a way out together? If we all unite, we'll be able to escape. How? At this moment, we don't know how, but we'll be able to figure out soon. Also, we had to run away from the MEDUSA without eating anything. Could you share some food for us? Oh, you didn't figure out a way to escape, but you're trying to grab our food? It'd be suicidal to walk around so carelessly. We'll wait here for the rescue. There is no food for you. Now get lost. Unlike what we expected, we are faced with a cold response. They're the bullies. I don't understand how you would expect a warm response. They're not gonna do it. He said, enough. Nothing's gonna change their selfish minds. It's not even worth it. Let's go. Oscar left the cafeteria because he was upset and angry. Rio, let's go. He said, I said get lost. Jane was knocked down by the push of the bully. Are you okay? You bastards. I'm fine, let's go. I'm scared. I'm sorry. How come none of you never thought of getting one of the bullies and just offering them to MEDUSA? Just yeet them to her. They're not doing anything that's actually, they're not worth saving. Instead, they're just in the way of precious supplies, which is food at that moment. So Jane's leg is bleeding. I helped Jane get out of the cafeteria. He pushed her that hard? He just pushed her. To heal Jane's wound, we went to the infirmary, which was right next to the cafeteria. The pale white color of the infirmary contrasts with the outside. Coming to a bright spot suddenly made my eyes hurt. Oscar, sit here. I can do this alone. Stay still, I'll do it for you. Judging by the smell, it seems like someone was here before. The bed covered by the infirmary curtains seems suspicious. Yep, a dead body. On the bed, there was a body of the school nurse lying down with blood around. I put my hand around the nurse's neck, but I couldn't feel anything. It seems the nurse was not attacked by the MEDUSA. It seems that somebody killed her by strangling her neck. A yellow sticky memo paper. I took it and read it. Think we should go back to the cafeteria. The cafeteria was crowded, but so it would be pretty safe there. Also, this turns out to be a clue for us to escape from here and may be able to get some help from the bullies. Unlike before, the cafeteria was awfully quiet. What the hell is that smell? Since the door opened, I could smell a foul stench. Oscar, this smell. It felt like the smell was a warning to tell us not to go any further, but on a sticky memo it said meat for feeding 237. I guess these numbers are for organizing the meat. Clearly not. She's clearly a lab experiment. So therefore, you have a traitor among you. At least I believe so. Because like you said, and as it showed, she was strangled. The cafeteria, once filled with students, was now empty. Did everybody go to another place? We went into the cafeteria. Kia! Jane's scream made us stop. I looked at where Jane's eyes were on, and what I saw almost made us throw up. That's exactly why I said we probably shouldn't go to the cafeteria. Yeah, it was crowded, but clearly it was a feeding ground. Yuck. They were corpses. They were torn apart to the point where it was difficult to even identify them. They probably were the kids from the cafeteria earlier. Okay, we're gonna kind of just look at the scene. Dude over here has his guts ripped out. He got his arm torn clean off. She got decapitated, if that's even a she. And yeah, they also got torn in half. You just see a bloody shoe over there. Rio said, for God's sake. Jane said, it's terrible. They didn't deserve this. I think that's the bully from earlier. And that's clearly the hair of the other bully. She said, they didn't deserve this. Yes, they did. They brought that upon themselves. Karma's truly a bitch. N.A. It did what it had to do. An episode suddenly killed everyone in such a short time. It sent shivers down my spine. I thought it would be possible to avoid a MEDUSA by being wary of its moving around. Besides, if I had not been kicked out the cafeteria, I'll go to the storage. We'll salvage some foods. Exactly. You got the foods now. I tried to calm my trembling hands and went to the storage. It was a total mess. Maybe the guys that were in the cafeteria messed it up. Oh, wait, there's a little sticky note. Those are clues. I follow the label and move along. 121:30. Huh? I don't see why. Why don't I see 223 number 7 here? I know, I be reading it wrong, but it's fine. No matter how I look, 2 to 3, number 7 was not there. The first number always ended in 1. None went beyond 2. What the hell? We've got what we need. Let's go if you're done checking 2. Sure. Oscar came back to the storage and talked to me. It was then when we heard a rustling sound behind me. Don't tell me it is a survivor. I looked around to check the source of the rustling sound and found the student in a horrible state. If she don't look like Yandere, low key. It's just the eyes and the mouth, but Not only that, she looks possessed. You can tell she looks possessed. Her eyes are so red and bloody. His face was hard to identify as it was covered with blood. Furthermore, the wounds did not appear to be caused by the Medusa. That's a she, not a he. He had his eyes torn out, which seemed to be a self-inflicted injury. I mean, yeah, because if you're gonna survive Medusa, you can't look at her. So, taking out the eyes is a way for survival. It's not the best way, of course, but it's still a pretty good one. Who's there? I can hear a voice. Come here, I will save you from all this. Medusa, she can't do anything if you don't make an eye contact. If you have no eyes, you can survive this. She's not wrong. Now the student was holding a knife. The child crawled towards us. Real, take Jane with you. Let's get out of here. Without gaining any information, we ran away from the cafeteria. To report back to my teacher what happened so far, I went back to the school office. However, he wasn't there. Teacher? I guess he's not here. Wait, isn't that Trey over here? There. Oh, it's you guys. The teacher went somewhere. What's going on? I have something to say to him. Where were you here the whole time? This is strange that all of a sudden the teacher just disappeared like that, especially when all that happened. And Trey, he's just so calm about it because he probably most likely does not know. So, I'm already suspicious of him. Yes, I was helping him. I am the class rep after all. Damn it. Anyone could tell that Jane was in bad shape? Was in a bad state. It spelled her name wrong. Yes, but I'm so scared. Medusa is scary too, but I'm scared about the students. Hey, that girl wasn't lying though. She's like, Medusa can't do anything if you can't look at her. That's true. Either y'all start wearing fucking blindfolds or... Jane begins to cry. Don't cry. Hey, you don't need to cry about it. Trey and Oscar try to comfort Jane. I thought it wouldn't be necessary for me to engage. Huh? The drawer was open. Every drawer in the school office was supposed to be locked. Let's check. Sure. Notes? What does it say? Looks rather strange. Perhaps it's a message from the principal? The feed is prepared. Status check 12. 10:14. Forbid access to the basement. October 13th. That's yesterday? What kind of order is this? There's other files beneath the note. It looks like a file that conveys identities of the researchers. The nurse, these are all our school's faculties. Teachers were involved in the research institute too. I couldn't understand a thing. It feels like something is disturbing my thoughts process. What is it? Teacher! Even more suspicious how he arrived just as soon as you were looking at those. Coincidence? I think not. You guys are all here. What happened to you guys? Oscar begins to talk about what has happened so far. The teacher's face turns serious as he listens to the story. When Oscar finished the story, the atmosphere of the school office turned heavy. The teacher roughly swept down his face and began to talk. At this point, I have to tell you everything. The fact is, our school was... Ooh, principal. Hey, Mr. Kim. North Korea? Anyways, this is how you handle things at work. Teacher, Someone reported that they heard a pounding noise from the first floor. What's going on? You still couldn't have it under control? I can't control the Medusa. That's why I locked it in the basement. Oh, I told you he's not really trustable. Clearly they knew about it. But like they can't do anything about it. Well, least you could do is not make it so obvious. You're right, I have nothing to say. Are you even feeding it properly? Right now all we give is pork, but that won't be enough. Mr. Kim, haven't I told you to change its food? But boss, principal, that's don't talk back and do as I say. Say, why don't you start with students from your class? Oh. So technically it was his boss's idea, but he was the one who was doing it. He said, but sir, I can't do that. Now you're washing hands off? I admit, our experience wasn't ethical, but it brought us where we are today. To cover it up, we, XX Group, built a school here. It's too late to just step out of this. If you tried to run away, we would have to kill you and your family. See, I'm getting SCP vibes from this. Just like the files and everything with that. Can't tell me it's not like the SCP Foundation. Only thing is, they'd kill you if you let one of the SCPs out. If it's like really dangerous, like, what is it, 682, 65? The alligator looking one. If you let him out, they shooting you on the spot, and they gonna struggle to recontain his big ass. Cause he gonna be murking people on the spot. He doesn't like people. Anyways, let's continue. I hope you understand what I said. Go ahead and do what I asked. Yes, sir. We were researchers at the XXX Research Institute, and the principal was our boss. After the school was built, he tried to shut us up and hired us as teachers to take care of the Medusa. We were forced to do it. Anyway, so basically we were threatened by the principal and followed his order. Oh my G. So the nurse too? Right, she was a researcher too. Can't believe something like that was happening in our school. Yet the principal accused me of murder. I feel so guilty that I can't do anything about this. I should have stopped the principal at all costs. What you gonna do? Just pop into school with guns blazing? I'm so sorry for the dead students. Teacher, you were also forced. The principal is to blame. If only I knew how terrible he was. Thank you for telling me that, but I bear the they spell bear wrong. You gotta switch it around. It's B-A-R-E, not actual bear. But I bear the responsibility also. Let me tell you how to get to the basement. The entrance to the basement is behind a bookshelf in the principal's office. Let's go there. I guess it's safe because Medusa's just in the school and not in the basement. We headed to the principal's office with the homeroom teacher. Alright, here's what I'ma do just in case we get another choice. I'ma have to save it. We're saving it there. Just in case something pops off. As the homeroom teacher pulls out the bookshelf, a small door appears. This is the door that leads to the basement? I bet Lena is also there. Let's go. I forgot all about her. At this point, I would have thought she's dead. Wait a second. Look outside. Red shadow emerges on the other side of the window. Medusa is all ready. We have to hurry. Because y'all making too much noise. No, if we go down there, we'll get caught right away. Maybe it's better to escape the principal's room. Lena is there alone. We have to go there. Oscar intervened to stop our argument. Be quiet, everyone. Just get in there, for crying out loud. Thank you, Oscar. He's a G. He said, I will stop that monster. Go ahead and find a way to save Lena and all of us. My guess for you, if you're going to stop her, just tear your eyes out. You can still fight her. You can probably, like, hear her and everything. Like, you still have senses of smell, touch, and hearing, as well as taste. But still, you can possibly fight her that way, I guess. That's up to you. Unless you're just gonna, like, basically, I understand it's stalling and putting your life on the line, but still. But, teacher, I have to pay for what I did. If you feel that way, my guy. He said, we haven't got time for this. Hurry up. Thank you, Oscar. Oscar's a whole G out here. Teacher, we'll be back soon. Please stay safe. You guys too. We open the door and begin to enter one by one. Hey, aren't you coming? I'll stay here and help our teacher. I'm the class rep after all. You gonna get your ass killed again. Alright, please be careful. So you not gonna... Okay. Leaving Trey and the homeroom teacher behind, we headed to the basement. I hope everyone is safe. You know they're not gonna be safe. It's time to save Lena. That door led us to the basement. I relied on the small light to... Whatever. It's dark and it stinks. Jane grabbed her nose. The foul stench hit us. It was the stench of corpses rotting. Look. The basement is dark and wet. We couldn't do anything but wait until we got used to the darkness and figured out where the smell came from. Yeah. After being accustomed to the darkness, we saw mutilated body parts. Jane screamed and collapsed. They are our classmates. No shit, Sherlock. Did you just hear what the teacher said? Of course they're our classmates. He didn't say. He already told you kind of what happened to them. So yeah, expect body parts. Honestly, I think Medusa is just killing for fun. She's being Cos. Killing on sight for the fun of it. The bodies of the missing students were all here. But where is Kay? However, the last victim, Kay, is missing. Jane, while shivering in fear, led the way. Let's go inside. I do not want to be here any longer. We found a door deep inside the basement. Why is there a room in the basement? Let's go inside. I mean, yeah, the creature's up there unless there's two. What is this place? I took the lead and opened the door. However... Huh? The moment I came in, the door closed. Inevitably, Jane and Oscar had to wait outside. Is it a laboratory? It's a bit weird. My guy? It looks like a torture chamber. Seriously, I'm saying that because what, doctor? I understand it's a lab, but you have axes. Literally, you have an axe right here, a hammer, whatever the fuck this is. It looks like a fucking hook. You have pots over here. And you have cups on a bloody seat. It's a fucking torture chamber. One weird thing is that everything here was covered in red. It seems to be blood. Moreover, the room is filled with jars that contain body organs. Exactly. Torture chamber. They were cutting things, I would rather say people open? Maybe? Ew. Frown upon the disturbing view. What was that? I hear a sound somewhere. Following the sound, went deeper into the room. Is it a prison? Why is there a prison? Lena! Lena was locked in a jail with an iPad and a gag. Ooh. That sounds nasty. I have to free her, but the door is locked. Seems like you have to unlock a lock device to open it. Let's find a key in the room. I'm sorry. I would just open a drawer because it's Medusa, a situation with Medusa. Who's to say that there won't be a snake in a pot? Perhaps a drawer? Institute representative Gilman. Isn't that the principal's name? Inside there are records of the principal's wrongdoings. Embezzlement from riot group, physical abuse of faculty, and even murder. Somebody screamed outside. It's Jane's scream. I left the room hastily. Luckily, the door opens from inside. Trey, what are you doing here? Trey grabbed Jane's neck and threatened her with a knife. Oscar, what's Trey doing? Jane is in danger, crazy bastard. Oscar's my fucking favorite character in this. Yeah, I might be crazy, but who wouldn't turn crazy in the situation that I'm in? Damn it, Trey. Who has a gun? Who has a gun? This is literally like The Walking Dead. You need a gun for situations like these so you could just shoot him and then continue back to what you were doing. I don't even care if Medusa hears it. You can shoot Medusa too. You guys are selfish. There he goes again. What the hell are you talking about? You can live on after the night ends, but I will banish. I won't let this night end, and I will reign here forever. Stop ruining my plan. I kind of see where he's coming from because he already died. But he's doing too much. Fuck him up. That's probably also why he didn't die. Didn't you know? That doesn't make any sense because there were also kids. Everyone else died who was already on their team. Like, they were already dead, but they died again. So, then you knew everything. Yeah, the principal's behind all this. You know all that. The principal was the president of the XXX group. I don't want to die. I will live here forever. The HR teacher, could he be? By now, he's probably being eaten mercilessly. You bastard! This is not good for anyone. Please stop. It's a shame you ended up that way. If you really feel sorry for me, get out of that room at once. This is an order, not a request. If you give up about ending this night, I'll let this girl go. You can flip the switch. You can flip the script. Be smart about it. Say you are. You don't actually have to do it. But say you are. He'll let her go. You can fight him, take the knife, just stab him, keep stabbing him, and then go on with your day. Flipping the script. He'll die, but oh well. Trey seems like he's really gonna stab Jane. What should I do? Let me save at this moment because just in case I make... Well, no, I'll overwrite this one. If I make the wrong choice, I can always go back. Try to talk it out. It's the Medusa. This is the first time it felt food that... Oh, I think they meant good that the Medusa was coming. Oscar and I looked into each other's eyes. We nodded as if we agreed on something. Hey Trey, isn't our teacher behind you? The awkward voice of Oscar made me cringe. What kind of idiot would fall for that, huh? Trey, what about how he should be dead? Ah. He looked back after hearing what Oscar said. Jane, Oscar, get in here quickly. I successfully entered the room with Jane and Oscar. I hurried and closed the door. Trey seems to be screaming outside before Medusa gets here. We have to end everything and save Lena. Look at the bed. There's a bed on the street. On the bed, there was a body of a woman. Ooh. Poor girl, she had her entire face just... They cut that open. He basically took half her skull out. Because the brain, part of the brain is still there. So, unless he did take the skull out entirely, took the brain out and put it back. I don't know. She must have been one of the victims of the Medusa experiment. She's bruised, too. You can see the bruises right here. I'm confused on whether... I'm so confused because, like... Well, no, that's the forearm. I thought that was, like, the elbow. I was confused on whether she had her head literally, like, turned back. Or what. But... it's fine. What a tragedy. The face of the woman was demolished to the point it was impossible to identify. Let's cover the face. Yeah. Oscar took Jane's suggestion and covered the woman's face with a white cloth. Rest in peace. Hope you're in a better place. Suddenly, the ground started to shake. I couldn't stand on my own. I grabbed the doorknob. The shaking started to cease. Lena! Shaking stopped completely. The locked door opens. I helped Lena move carefully and open the door with other students. Yeah. I love you, Ma. You gotta go? Fine. I know. The light is coming in. The night is over. The morning is coming. Everything is over. Come on, Rio. We'll be late at this rate. Aw. Rio, how are you? You guys are always together. Are you really dating now? Don't say that. Lena, let's go to class. Don't make noise in the hallway and go into the classroom straight away. After the night ended, everything went back into place. The principal was being investigated by the police with evidence that I found in the basement. Our HR teacher, he passed away that day, and everyone in the school commemorates him with respect. Everything's revealed and resolved. Now must I go back to my life too? I want to know, did the principal go so far to kill his own son? Well, guys, we beat the game. That's it for you. Honestly, it was decent. I wish they had voice acting in it rather than just whatchamacall. But seriously, that's stupid though. Why would you make a Medusa? That's stupid. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all later, of course. Hey guys, it's your girl Mercury and Exotic Livy. Welcome back to Summer Nightmare. And yes, it is also the next day. As you see, it's bright daylight a little bit still. It's almost nighttime, but this part is just my review on Summer Nightmare. Now, I am gonna load back to that one point, like here, because I clearly just don't care. Like, honestly, things like this, I feel like the story could definitely like the game could definitely have a lot more interaction. There was barely any interaction. I had it like 6 times in the game. I don't even know how many. I didn't count them all. But usually in like other games, like Amoris has like so much interaction with it, and that's what makes it such a good game. Like you get that interaction, that feedback. You get to see what happens. Amoris makes it exciting. Summer Nightmare, they kind of just it's so blank. And bless you, Topanga. Yeah, like I'm just saying this. Okay, so that point of view is weird though. I hate how like see that's what I'm talking about. They have stupid endings like that. You guys seen the other ending. I'm sorry. I truly believe the entire ending is stupid. They don't give much input or detail on what happens after. I want to know what the character's life is like after that. What happened to the Medusa? What happened? Did the principal get charged? They never say any of that. And the stupid part is that in the other ending, in the good ending, everyone just goes back to school like nothing happened, which is stupid. It's like, who would want to go back to a school that literally has corpses in the basement? That's seriously stupid, and I hate it. The game has good graphics. Like, I like the art detail, but that's just about the only good part about it. Don't laugh about that. I know you're about to. I know you're about to laugh about that because I'm not giving this game exactly a good critique. It was free, so like, of course it's not expected to really have one. But seriously, Amoris was free, and that game is so much better. Despite it, like, being mainly for males, they still have it to where you could play as, like, a female. And things like that. But seriously, this game is legit just trash. The art detail is good, but the storyline could be a whole lot better, and I hate it. Like, there's not as much interaction. Plus, it's just not really sensible. The only sensible character in it was Oscar. So, all in all, it was stupid. That and they never put together how the Medusa was actually made. As if she just fucking spawned there out of nowhere. Yeah, they're just like, oh, she was a lab experiment. How was she created? Did they just put snakes and like sew them into her hair? We want backstory. This doesn't give us very good backstory. It just gives us small bits and pieces and then has us go all the way to the end. Like, no. That and honestly, when I did make that wrong choice to where our character did end up being killed by Medusa, I wanted to see what he's seen. Like, what did she look like? I shouldn't have to see what she looks like from the title screen. Cause that That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't show what she looks like, nor her eating people. Like, that puts more interest into the game. And so far, I just don't like that, and like it seems like they rushed doing it because, as you guys seen, I also caught a few spelling errors that they had. So yeah, matter of fact, who even made the game? Let's go to the credits. LKB Games. Y'all gotta do better. You guys seriously gotta do better. Anyways, that's the end of this video. So, thank you guys for watching. You know, if you want more content, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the fellow space cadets. We could use more people to like join us in our little group. Just vibe, play some horror games, get promo codes. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.